Love and light to your girl, CYNETHA Jade. I promise. Okay. Love and light, you guys. So I told y'all I was going to be dressing up, and here is a little something, something for y'all. No, let me stop. But in all seriousness, somebody somewhere is masked up. All right. Maybe even just like this doesn't have to be the case. Okay. And we're going to get to the bottom of it. You know what? I forgot, but probably it's okay because I don't think I had enough room to place into the title that we've got a pick a pile message. Oh, yes, we do. About whomever and who all ever might be masking up. Now, I feel like I have to like seriously give this disclaimer. Although you may pick a pile, and although the piles, sorry, these are like so small, can you tell? So they're trying to pop off. Although they're met meant to be feeling more specific. I'm not gonna lie, you guys, they feel hella specific. They feel like extreme personal readings. And just me, using my own judgment here. I don't think that everybody's gonna resonate with either one of these two. But I'm not here to manipulate the message. And like I said, I've been mulling over this message for quite some time. I personally didn't expect to see what all what all came out. Quite interesting and quite detailed, quite specific. So, hey, if you don't resonate, I really appreciate you guys hanging out. Hopefully, you get a couple laughs out of the way. No, let me stop. But this is going to be pile one's indicator. Really has nothing to do with the message. I just didn't use crystals. I was guided to use cards this time. All right, and this will be for pile number 2. Okay, so pile number 1 is the moon energy. All right, could be some significance to makeup tutorials, YouTube content creation, perhaps, right? And on this other card, we've got Bitcoin depicted here, so there could be some significance, you guys. But really, I just didn't have crystals handy. Okay, so this is pile number 1's indicator and pile number 2. All right, thank you guys so much for joining. I'm going to go ahead and ring the bell. For those that know what to do, go right on ahead. For those that don't know what to do, fear not. Okay, just please check the description box below. Scroll down until you see in all caps the live stream rules, you guys. Follow along so that you can get your free reading. Pretty simple, okay? I appreciate you guys hopping on. And the bell has rung because I'm mindful of your time. And so if you'd like to go on ahead and pop your question into the chat, you may do so. If not, after a few moments here, just triple checking to make sure we don't have anybody asking a question. Okay, then we're going to get into pile number 1 as well as pile number 2. I'm excited to do so, you guys, but be mindful. These piles are not for everyone. I'd like to think they came out for the people that really needed it most regarding this masked up kind of energy. And you know what? I feel okay about the fact that maybe not everybody could resonate with that. How about that? Because I don't like when people mask up, just saying. You know what I mean? Like, be authentic or not at all. You know what I'm saying here? But we're going to get into a little bit why your person, if they're your person, your people, okay, are really in this masked up energy. So if we don't have any questions, and I don't see anything at all, not even a hello or a hi or a love and light, okay, in the chat box. So I'll go ahead and do my thing. No worries, okay? And we've got pile number 1 at 4. I forgot my paper and pen. My goodness. All right. So 4 minutes in is pile number 1. Okay. Now, I can tell you off the cuff, there's going to be high key significance, pile number 1, for those resonating, for the most part, okay, being included as part and parcel of the LGBTQ plus community, all right, for pile number 1. So there's that. Interestingly enough, I was guided to the gay tarot deck, all right. It depicts a lot of real life images, employments, etc. So I do like to pull from it from time to time because of that. And interestingly enough, at the time that I had been guided to the deck, I had no idea that there was any kind of significance referable to LGBTQ+, but here we are talking about it nonetheless, okay? Now, your first card's out here. This this unicorn card has a dual nature to it. It's talking about an alert of sorts as well as unicorn energy. We're going to talk more about it. All right. And pulling from one of my Lenormand decks, okay, we did have the stars come out. Stars, multiple, plural. There could be some significance to you and your person, all right, along with this content creator kind of energy for the marker here for pile number one. You know, could be some significance to show business. Doesn't have to be the case. But we're already looking at stars, unicorns, and makeup. Oh my, right? So there, it could be the case. Irregardless, what they really love about you, according to their own agenda and viewpoint, all right, regardless of their mask energy. Because remember, we're talking about somebody masking up. Hello, let's, you know, okay? It's not the way I normally look, okay? Masking for a reason, okay? So, this person intends to, though you may be the first of some sort, right, to make you their last. And the reason why we're talking about this pile number one, the reason why you're wondering, is because they're not necessarily actioning out or being affectionate in that manner. It's giving hot, cold, what's really going on here, okay? And the whole time what's really going on here, guy, girl, what have you, all right, person of color or not, you know, is you guys are a perfect match. So, vibrationally, all right, referable to your morals and standards, maybe even your dreams and wishes fulfillment, or intending to chase said, right? With that showbiz energy could be the case. You guys are in alignment. However, there's this masking energy, all right? Now, somebody could work in the judicial system, does not have to be the case, all right? Somebody could work as a gardener of sorts, does not have to be the case. Landscaping, gardener. And here's that showbiz energy. I can't get around it. I mean, I know it's the magician card, I get it. But we were talking about that before we got there, all right? Somebody's in imprisonment here, okay? Now, I'm not getting that, though it looks like it, that's a physical imprisonment. This is giving swords energy, okay? This Two of Swords is almost kind of like, if you weren't paying attention, you might have thought all of the, you know, slats, as it were, that are connecting to that Venetian blind might have been representative of the amount of swords. There we're only talking about two. Whatever this decision that your person, pile number one, is expected to make, is being asked to make, and this could even be at the behest of the divine, not even that you place some sort of ultimatum. Really, they're expecting to communicate openly their true thoughts and feelings about you. All right, 757 just hit the timer, could have some significance. Now, this is kind of feeling like the tale as old as time, right? Kind of story. Especially, and that's not me saying anything funny or offensive regarding the LGBTQ plus community. It's just that, you know, history does tend to repeat itself a bit. And you know, you're expected to be authentic, not masked up. You know, I personally, irregardless of what your truth is, I feel like, you know, even if your truth is something that I can't get with, right, perhaps I just can't wrap my head around your truth, you living your truth and operating out of it is much more palatable for me than finding out on the back end, you know, you've masked up into some sort of falsehood, some falsity, you know, faux energy, meaning fake, right? Really kind of produces some sort of faux energy, FOE, right? Meaning like enemy at the end of that, right? Even if to yourself, you guys, okay? And so you could be collective member, part and parcel of assisting this person to really, you know, kind of out themselves to some degree, all right? And definitely hold them accountable for, you know, remaining on the path with you, of course, yes, but authentically, right? Gone are the days where, oh, you know, he just helps me out on projects from time to time, and you know, we pull late night hours, so you'll see us, you know, burning the midnight oil month after month, perhaps, right? And really, the whole time you guys live together and love the fuck out of each other, right? It's, you know, gone are the days where you're going to essentially really be allowed to stay masked up, okay? We're in new earth energy. Why would we mask? Like, what? what would be going on that we should mask up and climb out of our authenticity when we've already done the work to climb out of the crab barrel and the crab bucket mentality? Does that make sense? Right. And of course, this person is very much, you know, whether guy, girl, what have you, this is giving LGBTQ plus. You know, this is the Lovers card, so of course you can imagine the rest of the depiction and all of the ab muscles. Right. But this is wish fulfillment, pile number one. This person feels the same. Okay. They just have some growth to do here, definitely some decisions to make so that they can ultimately climb out of that mental imprisonment. All right. Maybe that cultural imprisonment, perhaps, right? And get into holding on the justice, all right, that is born out of and will most assuredly be born out of the experience on the other side. All right. So you could be getting, I'm trying to say a message. I'm hearing a call or a text. Okay. Heard everything but a freaking letter. Okay. About the fact that no, wait. I don't want you to go anywhere. I want to lay claim to you and you lay claim to me. I want to do this right. Right. There could be some aspect of tradition in spite of being in a LGBTQ plus community. I don't want to name any kind of adjective toward that. But I don't know, I'm picking up cultural vibes. Again, there could be some significance to being a person of color. And in whatever culture, whether this is inside or outside of the United States of America, it's just something that seemingly doesn't feel safe to lay claim to because there's like a lot of criticism, judgment, and maybe even perhaps, dare I say, violence connected to, you know, really essentially outing yourself, really essentially making that judgment to be seen in that light. Okay. And there is, of course, that hesitancy regarding that pile number one as to why they're masking up. But the love is there. Okay, just as much as any fear that this person may be grappling with on the strength of, you know, next steps, which is essentially, you know, authentically outing self here. But this is your true love, a perfect match even, right? It says, you complete each other in the most harmonious ways. This is somebody that you love and deserve and desire. They're feeling the same way about you. Okay, pawn number one. I was wondering. I feel like this is... Okay, here we go. That's what I was fearing. I was like, maybe I'm just freaking out, but it won't fall. I need the duct tape, you guys. Like, all right, here we go. Maybe that's synchronistic of this person actually definitely does do what they need to do. Okay. So all is well. You guys have to keep a mind set about this that's positive and high vibes. All right. This person, as I'm saying that, they're like, I'm not ready. Now, this could be part and parcel of the history. All right. General collective message. Makes sense that, of course, there's some hesitancy from this person. But the mask already fell, right? This person could definitely be resistant. They're saying, I don't know what I want. They could have, for some, had at one point potentiality of a third party. Again, trying to mask, though. So that means to say, if you are definitely understanding that you're in a relationship which is committed and or intending to be committed, and you are of the same sex, let's say that of a male, right? So two men as depicted on the card, right? This person could have had a third party, or what's lovingly termed as a beard of sorts, right? In the community. It's like, okay, no, you're my fallback guy, girl, what have you, okay? In the sense of, like, I have this engagement, I have this event, I have this dinner, so I'm going to take you and not the love of my life, because if I take the love of my life, then I'm going to be outed. If I'm going to be outed, I'm going to lose business, I'm going to, you know, all of these things, okay? And I do see finances are definitely of some significance regarding this connection as well. And this person could be, pawn number one, intimidated by your ability to just overcome that shit. It's like, yeah, no, it's like, Henry, are you serious? I've done that. I've had to do it too, you know? And Neil was all like, well, Henry, you know, I'm not you, you know? kind of thing. So this could be, you know, really giving some tragic energy regarding some aspects of communication. All right. And the whole time you guys are supposed to be, you know, that power couple. They're saying, please be patient with me. All right. So pawn number one, you might not even be, you know, though you're in a perfect match kind of situation, speaking at this time. All right. And so this could be, you know, concerning you because of the day that we found ourselves filming this, specifically Valentine's Day. But this is your soulmate. This is your perfect match. This person is definitely sexually daydreaming about you. They don't have a problem with your sex, if you wondered, okay? That's not ever been the issue. I'm not getting that this person said anything of the like, but this could be something that comes to mind. It's like, well, maybe I'm just not tapping it good enough, right? That's not the case. This person is just freaking out because it would be easier for them to believe that destiny's taking you guys down different paths so that they wouldn't have to out themselves. Makes sense, pile number one? And I get it. It's frustrating because it's like you already have, you know, climbed over that rope, okay, that hurdle, and that was well and good, but it wasn't the easiest thing to do. And then you do all of that, what, to just kind of hit a wall, right? It feels like that. It seems like that. I get it. Let's see what else this person has to say. If not, we're going to go to some advice. This person could actually be stubbornly taking the ideation of, you know what, we're done, we're good, I'm good. They're lying to themselves. That's why we're talking about the mask. Makes sense. Okay. Being guided to this deck. We'll see. We'll see what this is. For pile number one. So your guidance here, pile number one, especially if you resonate, okay, because this is still a general collective, right? Pile number one might be a whole grouping of people with differing stories. Makes sense? Either way, make time to play, have fun, allow yourselves to be free, right? Because God forbid somebody should actually expect you to hold your breath, right? God forbid somebody should actually expect you to wait around for them to figure out what the fuck they want, right? Soulmate or not, twin flame or not, right? Because that's not loving, is it? And so now that you know that, please don't be that one in charge of yourself telling yourself you should do those things, because that also wouldn't be loving. Makes sense? Okay. Stop ruminating over what you did or didn't do. All right, let it go. Let them go, okay, so that they can come back all fixed up for you, is basically what I'm getting. Let's see if there's anything else wants to come out. Stay present. That's where life happens, all right? So all you have is right now and some memories regarding this person, perhaps, right? And that's all well and good. You got to be grateful for the memories, okay? And you got to be grateful simultaneously, keyword, for the now. All you have is right now, right now, right now, right? And what you do and the way that you feel and the way that you think and the way that you act and react in your right now is what allows energies in your future to be settled, right? So what are you allowing energetically in your now, okay, regarding your future? Because you would actually want to build that, craft it pretty wisely, right? You don't want to set yourself up for failure or more fuck shit, okay? Even outside of this connection or connectionship. All right. The message stands, okay? Someone is in need of your love. Offer it to them. Now, when I get this card, collective, I don't care what the reading is. I'm like, here's the sage. Hope you know this. That card's talking about you first. You guys, if you're not rightfully and properly loving and loving of yourselves, you're not doing it all the way in the best enlightened manner towards anyone else, man, woman, or child. That's just the situation. That's just the reality. Okay. So it's really important, in spite of this person who's triggering the crap out of you. I mean, that would be so triggering. Ask me how I know. To know and love somebody, to know that they are essentially your person, whether you call that soulmate, whether you call that twin flame, right? Whether you just call it, you know, you don't know what it is, right? And the whole time this person's fighting you, saying, you know what, you know, and words are not matching energy, right? Because energy don't lie. Words can, people do, right? But the energy, usually, I mean, how can energy lie, right? Energy is energy. Makes sense. Okay. So, at this person's root, they feel like they can't give you what you want, what you deserve, what you desire. And they probably gave you the whole spiel about, well, I'm just not like you, right? Maybe their name is Kendrick. No, let me stop. But anyways, maybe it is a K name. But I digress. Okay, pile number 1. Here's the sitch. This person's going to come back to you when they're ready. All right. This person does love you. Okay, so again, energy doesn't lie. And this person still to this day feels you. This could, if not your soulmate, your twin flame. All right. So that's what I have for pile number 1. You guys, masked up energy. You know how like people mask up because they think and they feel like maybe being less authentic might hurt a lot less. This is why they think that way, because even me as the reader, right, just the messenger, I'm not even involved in this, right? It's not the highest vibration, right, to understand and to know and delve into the truth. But on the other side of that, when you take that truth and you apply it, right, especially in the sense of loving you anyhow, living your best life anyhow, because you don't need another person. I don't give a fuck if they're a soulmate or a twin flame. You don't need them in any one incarnation, all right, inclusive of this one, hello, hey, hi, right, to live out a high vibrational timeline and frequency. That's not a thing. And thank goodness, because what is a thing is free will. So your soulmates out there, okay, have the free will, maybe even the audacity to unite and reject you as they please. They have the ability, twin flame, soulmate or not, to self-sabotage the connection and crap all over it as they please. And at the end of the day, that's between the divine and them. It's not even about you. And the faster you know that, know it, yes, but live like that. So that's the action, right? It's the I'm literally actioning out the epitome of the standard textbook version of the phrase. Let them, right? And without being a doormat, because we don't do that. We're not a punching bag, a doormat. We're not even a door prize, okay? If anything, we are the gift, right? We're not a door prize. This is not, something that you're going to find in the Johnny Come Lately section. This is you know, um, the option, the one, right? And if they can't see that, and or unless and until they can't overcome their fears in spite of that truth, divine timing is not going to allow for this person to come and wreak havoc on your heart space any more than they already may have. Okay, pile number 1. But you should know, the divine's telling you, letting the cat out of the bag regarding this connection, regarding their feelings, not so that you should hold your breath, place yourself under a rock, in a box, on a shelf, in a tree stand somewhere to wait this shit out. Okay, it's for you to gain clarity and to live your life as you please, staying in the present, because that's where life happens anyhow, right? And so that you can get out of any swords, mental space energy about what you didn't do. Are you good enough? Do you fuck well enough, right? And leave all that shit behind and just play it out, all right? Get into your nostalgic vibes if you have to, regarding you, your childhood, not the path that you and this person have already taken. What if that path no longer exists because it was toxic? What if it no longer exists and it's calculated now into your history, right? Into the past, which you don't have anymore. You only have the present, remember? They make cards about it. Excuse me, okay? Because it was a codependent type of timeline that you and this person were never meant to share and or elongate. Makes, so at the end of the day, you got to know that divine timing trumps all, but that's the best outcome in spite of time being illusionary. All right. So that's what I have for pile number 1. All right. You guys are going to get a message soon again about this person wanting the 10 of Cups with you, irregardless of whether or not you're guy, girl, what have you. Okay. Much love and light for sure, for sure, for sure. Okay, so if we don't have any questions, I will continue on. The bell has rung though. I'm like, you guys want, I don't know, maybe I should do the names deck. Do you guys want names for pile number 1? I don't know. Felt a little short, but maybe not so. Okay, so you guys are quiet and silent, so I'll just go ahead and do my thing and move on to pile number 2. And that was our Bitcoin marker. All right, so we're at 2520 for pile number 2. And 4 was the marker for the beginning of pile number 1. Okay. Okay. Ooh, this one got all over the place as well. All right, let's talk about it. So pile number 2, you feel like you have been trying to push a mountain, climb up a mountain, tear down a mountain, perhaps. Okay, there's something about, not even like the energy of making a mountain out of a molehill. This is really a situation. I'm getting, you know, perseverance and patience are P words that you have really been operating out of, utilizing, however it's best to say. All right, so this is a connection that perhaps you're trying to keep alive. All right, you're trying to revive, perhaps, for pile number 2. You may have been actually even actioning out with some affirmations regarding this connection, or just in general, just to keep your thoughts and spirits and energy high vibes. Makes sense. All right, because this this connection is very weighty. Not in the sense of like, wow, you know, power couple, but in the sense of, wow, this is heavy. Seems like might not keep afloat. Okay. Now, pile number 2, with the 7 of Wands and the 3 of Wands coming out here, gosh, that's giving 10 of Wands, isn't it? Right? 10 of Wands speaks about burdensome energy, and 7 of Wands speaks about, you know, really trying to stoke the fire to keep it aflame, keep it lit. You know, standing up for your beliefs, keeping boundaries raised, or performing boundaries, right, that are healthful and necessary. And the 3 of Wands normally speaks to possibility of third-party energy referable to connectionships. Okay, so all of that could be part and parcel, pile number 2, of what you're experiencing or what you have experienced. Okay, it is kind of giving, oh shit, but there's some heavy significance to finances regarding this connection. Okay, with the Death and 8 of Cups, I'm getting a couple things here, so bear with me. All right, this is still pile number 2's message, and we will be hitting the bell for those that are patiently waiting in just like 2 minutes at best. Okay, so basically with this death, rebirth energy and the 8 of Cups, okay, this person could have gaslit you into saying things like, you know, well, you're so shy, you need to open up, and tried to make it seem like you're the issue. This might be why you're the one trying to take the lead in the preventative maintenance here, okay, of what? Of maybe the mountain actually crumbling after all, right? It's giving Jericho vibes. However, I don't know that you see it like that quite yet, and that's why we're kind of talking about it, pile number 2, all right? Because you are being guided to walk away with the 8 of Cups energy. Okay, now here's the sitch. Whole time this person's breadcrumbing you, keeping you on the line, talking about, no, we're going to amp things up. It's going to get better. Just give me a chance. Again, gaslighting. This person may not be a full-blown narcissist, but they damn sure know how to use some of those tactics, right? I don't know that I definitely don't like that. Yeah, I don't like that. I tried to gloss over some of that aspect of that last truth, which might be synchronous of what you have been trying to do. You know, just it's fine, you know, I'll just people please, I'll just agree, but I really don't want to agree. But if I don't agree, this person's really going to make a mountain out of a molehill. There's that mountain energy again, right? And again, the whole time this person's like leading you to believe like, well, no, you're just the problem, you're being impatient, you're not giving me a chance. you know, oh, I see you, babe, and I see only you. You know, you're the option, not just an option. The whole time that third party energy is milling about, right? Interesting. And so you're being asked to take this sun card energy here and allow for it to enlighten you to a new path and a new lover on the other side of loving self. Okay, it's not very loving of self. You can check this out. Okay, you don't have to believe me, just check on this. It's not very loving of self to settle. There, I said it. All right. Think about what settling means. I don't really want this, but I'll accept it. I'll make the best. I'll make do. It's my lot in life. How that seems like you're in charge of yourself, telling yourself with yourself that you're trapped, that you're stuck, that there's no other option. And at that point, in spite of the gaslighting, that's you making that executive decision. We're not playing the blame game. We're just making sure we're intentional about our thought life and what we will and will not tolerate. Make sense? Okay. So just like we shouldn't tolerate ourselves tampering down our emotions, as valid as they may be or may not be, right? They do deserve to be taken a look at so that you can assess, hey, do they get to rock me or my day or my night into some sort of lower dense vibration and frequency that I don't even enjoy or not? And again, you're in charge, right? As valid as your emotions may seem or feel, okay? You're still in charge of yourself. And when you're in charge of yourself, collective, you do find ways, means, measures, and tools with which to remain in charge of your emotions, okay? And especially how you're reactive to them, okay? Um, this person ain't got no job. This person needs balance. This person understands you about had it with them. Okay. Or do they though? Because especially going back to this narcissist vibes, you guys, you got to be mindful. You can be stating your claim. You can even have case name citations within it as if it's literally a court of law. And as long as you're flippity flapping your face, as long as you're tippity tapping on that crystal quartz screen of your smartphone to say anything, however loving or not, they're saying you're communicating, I got you. You're saying, they don't even care what the fuck you're saying. I'm so serious, right? And as long as you're putting forth energy and effort, they're draining you of just that, your energy. To the point where you won't have efforts for what matters. Okay. And what matters is you and yours, perhaps, right? Those that have children now. Okay. Again, you're being guided to walk the fuck away. I don't know how many times we've got to talk about it, but we're talking about it for very good reason. All right. Pile number 2. If you do not walk away, the Ace of Cups, right, you see that ace? You see how golden it is, see how protected it is according to your spiritual guidance team, according to source creation energies. Well, when you do your part to self-sabotage, okay, by staying with that individual and not taking heed and not walking away, pile number 2, the Ace of Cups, which aces talk about divine breakthrough assistance, okay, comes up in the reverse. So the choice is yours. Which one will it be? All right. And mental imprisonment will ensue. I can't even say like will actually find you. It will ensue. I mean, we started with the heavy ass mountain. I'm pretty sure you got some of them swords working right now in your mental space. And that's why you started with the affirmations, or should, right? Whole time you are coming out Earth Angel energy with this star card. All right. I can't show all of her, okay? And we've got the King of Swords and the Page of Wands, all right? This person is definitely watching your social media. This person is definitely intending to remain in control of your energy, even if from afar, pile number 2, right? You know, you could be at work. This person could be doing things behind the scene to make sure that when you come home, you're disgruntled. Now, why would that be? So that when you come home disgruntled, you reach for them. Damn, ain't that fucked up? It's like, oh, you know, if you don't need them, pal number 2, they can't see a reason why you should keep them around. Well, here's the sitch, pal number 2. You never needed them. You still don't need them. Okay, so now you've got to check with you. Why do you want this person around if that's you saying I do? How loving of yourselves to want somebody like that around. All right, how loving of yourselves to allow yourselves to tell the divine energetically, I don't want this assistance. I don't want this breakthrough love. I don't want my match. Why is that? Are you scared of you? You scared of what that might mean? Are you fearing that you'd have to be the one to step up to the plate? Is it more comfortable for you, pal number 2, to choose someone that you know is already not a vibrational or energetic match so that you have the quote unquote leg up? How loving of you. It's not giving love. All right. So maybe unless and until you realize exactly how to love you with this divine breakthrough assistance. It's not always talking about you and somebody else walking or riding off into the sunset, okay? Or walking down the aisle. This could have to do, it should have to do, dare I say, about you, your love, your self-worth. How would your self-worth ever measure less than somebody outside of you viewing you and your worth? That's not a thing. Right? Right? Okay, pal number 2. So it seems like you and this person, okay, tattoos could be of some significance. That's pretty cool. Definitely need some healing, okay, regarding self-valuation. The way that you value yourself will show in your care and concern, in your caring and concerning relationships. All right, because you're going to look around and you're not going to see evidence of how you're breadcrumbed, how you're part and parcel of an unrequited lover situation, how you're a doormat, how you're expected to be available but not regarded. Ever. It's not a thing if you truly love yourself, okay? And that's just, you know, that's just the, how they say, the God's honest truth, all right? What's being hidden from you right now is that this person is really about to get hot and heavy with another party, a third party. Now, if by chance all of this has to do with third party energy, meaning the energy or the event or the act is taking away from this person and you getting and or keeping the connection off the ground, you know, such things like work come to mind, right? If it's not that referable to the third party or the Three of Wands energy, it's definitely somebody else, okay? That they are, and it most likely is, because I know what else comes out in the cards, but I'll catch you up. All right, and you could be getting communication about this sooner rather than later, that, oh, even to this day, pal number 1, right? In spite of all the heartache you've expressed that they've caused to you, they're still shitting on you. Pal number 2, they're still taking from you. This person could go shopping on your dime, could have access to your cards, your accounts, okay? And you are expected to say, fuck it, and let this shit die, all right? So that you're not self-sabotaging yourself. Heal so that you can lick those wounds and get right nice and pretty and or handsome, however, you know, you need the tag word or the adjectives to say regarding your aesthetic and your emotional healing, all right, to get on to the getting on, where you are open to love again, where you understand your worth and that in spite of finding the love of your life, you don't need them. Okay, you can want them very much and you can damn sure appreciate them and love them, of course, just the same, but you don't need them because you have found your self-worth and you know how to measure whether or not you are loving towards yourselves. Why is that so important? So that the outside world can show what's going on within to you, like it always will for forever and a day, right? Because it's a spiritual law and principle. But so that when you do look to the left and to the right, you see way more beauty, way more love. Why? Because you have chosen to love yourselves. Firstly, pal number 2, and anyone under the sound of my voice, all right? But as far as this connection, pal number 2, you gotta let this end because game is over. This mofo ain't it and could be popping pills and more, so to speak. Okay, this person could be with the King of Swords and the Emperor energy coming out from the, you know, badass tarot deck. Could be older than you, but as far as wiser, that ain't it. Okay. So I'll go ahead and ring the bell here. That's the end of pile number 2. You guys get your questions in. But this person's hidden truth is as follows for pile number 2. It was my fault, but I blamed you. We both know I am not the one for you, and I need security, which is probably why they hung around so damn long anyhow. Okay, need money for the pills and the booze and all of that jazz. Makes sense, pile number 2. Just walk away, babe. You're so much better. You're so much better. And we'll see that on the other side of that departure. All right. So that's what I have regarding these masked individuals. I've rung the bell. I don't see any takers regarding the free tarot readings, so that's cool. I'm going to hop off and prep for the next live stream. You guys, I will be on all day and evening. Okay, so if for whatever reason I missed your question by some glitch in the matrix, as it were, my bad. Just head on over to the next live stream and I got you there. All right, thank you guys for checking out another channel message. I hope you have a beautiful day, and happy Valentine's Day to those that celebrate. Much love and light.